What's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. Blox Bulletin Tobaikun 21 just dropped. And while everyone is talking about the Scrapyard Titan and the Magnet Mystery, I think there's one teaser that everyone is overlooking. A duel between steel and rubber. At first glance, it just looks like another newspaper headline. But if you've been following the Blox Bulletins, you'll know that the developers love hiding hints about future updates inside these small details. So today, let's talk about what this duel could actually mean. First of all, let's look at what we know. The bulletin only tells us that there's a duel between steel and rubber. It doesn't tell us who they are, why they're fighting, or who wins. That's what makes this so interesting. The developers could have written any headline, but they specifically chose steel and rubber. Now let's talk about the biggest theory. A lot of players think steel could be a brand new fruit. We've already seen the developers add unique fruits like Gas and Yeti. So adding a steel fruit definitely isn't impossible. A steel fruit could focus on defense, heavy attacks, or maybe even magnetic abilities. But then there's rubber. Rubber has been in Blox Fruits for years. And while it's still fun to use, many players think it's starting to fall behind compared to newer fruits. So could this duel be teasing a rubber rework? Personally, I think that's possible. Another theory is that this isn't about fruits at all. The Blox Bulletins have slowly been building up the game's lore. And we've already seen the Magnet, Storyline, and the Scrapyard Titan in the same bulletin. Maybe steel and rubber are actually characters. Or maybe they're part of a much bigger story that the developers are setting up. There's also another interesting detail. Steel is affected by magnets. Rubber isn't. Since the same bulletin talks about the mysterious magnet, maybe these stories are actually connected. It could be the developers dropping small hints before revealing everything in a future update. Of course, none of this has been confirmed. Right now, these are just theories based on what we've seen in Blox Bulletin 21. But that's what makes these bulletins so exciting. The developers always leave little clues for the community to figure out. And sometimes those clues end up becoming huge updates later on. So now I want to know what you think. Do you think steel is a brand new fruit? Do you think rubber is finally getting a rework? Or do you think this duel means something completely different? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Blox Fruits news and discussions. And I'll see you guys in the next one.